Give me a hug. Bring it in. I love you, Missy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything.
So proud of you.
You're going to make us cry.
Please cry.
I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
I can't wait.
It's such a pleasure to be here. Peace and blessings, Georgetown family. Today is a day full of light and abundance. Class of 2027, it's an honor to welcome you here. GSP, it is a privilege to be back in your company, and to wherever my mother is, thank you for giving me the life to experience this moment. But before we get started, I just want to acknowledge how beautiful everyone looks in this room. And so can we give ourselves a hand of applause just to recognize what's happening? There it is. I see you waving your hand. That's for you. That's all for you. Full vulnerability, never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined I would be up here speaking in front of you in this building, on this campus, at this time in my life. When Missy reached out to me to share a few words with you all, I'm not gonna lie, it really almost brought me to tears. To take a step back, my name is Britt Daniels, Georgetown alum, class of 2018, African American Studies major, philosophy minor. And I'm a wellness director here in the DMV community, and that title entails a lot of things. My company partners with various organizations, from corporations to government agencies to nonprofits, and we offer services such as personal training, group fitness, yoga, meditation, wellness seminars, marketing retail brands, podcasting, and we host global retreats around the world. However, as an individual, my life purpose is to explore my most authentic self while living in service to an evolving community. As you will discover, academics like their titles, but those titles mean nothing without our roots. I don't know if y'all can see it from here, but I'm wearing my class ring, and you can probably see the discoloration of my finger. And no, I'm not just wearing this class ring to prove I graduated. I literally have not gone a full day without wearing this ring for the last 5 years, because it represents and serves as a reminder of both my resilience and the support I receive from this community. A great man and professor by the name of Mike Ryan gifted me this ring at the end of 2018 during GSP's graduation ceremony. He knew I had a difficult time throughout college, and I can only assume he recognized something in me that even then I didn't see in myself. For all the first year students here today, recognize that college will be a journey of self-exploration. Yeah, you will learn a tremendous amount from your studies, internships, networks, parties, you know. But the internal growth that you will experience will be transformative beyond imagination. I say that to say some of your journeys may not be orthodox, they may not be linear, and mine certainly wasn't. Coming to college, I thought I had so much certainty with what I wanted to do in my life, but I quickly realized I didn't know anything. To take a step back, I originally come from a small city called Albany, Georgia, birthplace of Ray Charles, which is why you might hear an accent. But I was a military brat. My father was a drill sergeant in the Marines, and so growing up, I lived in Florida, China, Hawaii. Adding to the diverse set of experiences, my family also did foster care, so between the ages of 9 and 18, I lived with over 50 kids coming in and out of my home, and collectively it taught me patience and compassion. And like many of you here, I was an overachiever in high school. I went to James Campbell High in Ever Beach. Anybody from Hawaii here? There we go. There we go. AP student, IB student, president of clubs. Y'all know the rap. y'all did the same thing. Always seeking new opportunities, I developed an interest in politics and public service, and so this led to a gig doing clerical assistant work for the governor of Hawaii at the time. I was the first in my family to go to college, so neither I nor my family knew anything about the process, and I remember going to my college counselor's office every day trying to figure out what the hell I want to do in my life, because, you know, I didn't know at the time. But by the grace of God, I was accepted into Georgetown in 2012 and began a journey that I had no idea would transform me to my core. Going from Hawaii to Washington, D.C. was a huge culture shock, as you can imagine. I didn't even visit campus before I came. Again, I was so certain about what I wanted to do in my life, but I still had so much to learn about the world and realized so much to learn about myself. I quickly developed an imposter syndrome compared to my wealthy peers who went to the top schools in the world. I felt like I didn't belong. All the confidence I built up in high school completely evaporated. Furthermore, I became vividly aware of how unhealthy I was, both physically and mentally. All the traumas of my childhood that I never addressed as a black man became much more pronounced, and this led to me making myself feel small, missing classes, substance abuse, and a host of other self-sabotaging behaviors. And it was the summer of my sophomore year that I realized I needed to take a firm commitment to evaluate who I was as a man and step away to address my well-being. With the support of GSP and other campus resources, I took medical leave of absence. At the time, my father, who was deployed to Yase, Japan with the military, and we weren't on the best terms at the time, but he allowed me to come stay with him and my mother. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I felt like a complete failure. You know, I felt like a high school prodigy, and I felt like a complete loser. And I felt like I really lost all my resolve and conviction. But for everyone listening, I want you to understand that sometimes a breakdown is really a breakthrough. And after a few months of wallowing in self-pity, I took it upon myself to start at least moving my body. And I just want to take a step back and say, I never played a sport in my life. People look at me and like, oh, you was always in shape. No, I was never physically active. I was a chubby, nerdy kid who played video games and watched anime. I still watch anime. But I say that to say I never worked out. So I would just go to the gym and get on this Navy-based gym and just get on the elliptical because I was too scared to get on the gym floor. And I would just simply watch people from afar. But this Navy SEAL would come talk to me. He'd say, bro, you seem real stressed out. You should try yoga. And I'm like, I'm a black man from the South, so I didn't know what the hell yoga was. Other than seeing on Naruto or something, you know. But I was like, cool, I'll try anything to get out of my head. And I would go to these yoga classes full of Japanese women and white women looking really out of place, but the practice and the philosophy spoke to me, like the physical poses that we call asanas, the breath work that we call pranayama, the meditation that we call dhyana. It became my vehicle for self-inventory. And through my yoga practice, I developed a curiosity in both body and mind. There's a Jesuit philosophy called curus personalis, which means to develop the whole. It became my ethos. And I started reading everything from Buddhism to Taoism, positive psychology, neuroscience, stoicism, honestly anything just to give me a sense of self-awareness and purpose. And in that process, I developed a language for vulnerability and empowerment. I also started to explore my body by lifting weights, running, boxing, and in many ways I found purpose through movement. And I always tell my students and my clients that it's very difficult to beat the mind with the mind sometimes. It's like trying to bite your teeth with your teeth. You know, and so sometimes the best way to get out of your head is to get into your body. From there, my passion for wellness was solidified, and I knew I wanted to pursue a career helping people find the peace that I found through mindfulness and physical health. When I went back to college, I changed my major from government to philosophy and African American studies. At the time, Georgetown didn't offer an exercise science major, so I decided I wanted to give myself knowledge of self and critical thinking skills. You know, all that sounds great, but listen, you know, life ain't linear. You know, many times we make the same mistakes. We circle back on similar truths and find deeper meaning each time. And despite all the serenity and peace I experienced in Japan, coming back to college was really difficult. I relapsed back into depression several times and fought my way back out. And it was during that time, where's she at, Missy? Missy and other GSP staff would personally sit with me during my darkest moments and help me get back on my feet. Thank you, Missy, I love you. I can genuinely say I would not be the man I am today without the guiding hand of this program, and I mean that, like seriously. And there's a poverty of language to express my gratitude. The Georgetown Scholarships Program's mission is to work towards a more equitable college experience for first generation and low income students. As a program, GSP aims to empower students in their self-identities and help them foster their authentic voices. And I want to thank you for helping me find mine. After graduating college, I experienced firsthand how important it was to take care of my own health, and I committed to my dream of becoming a wellness professional. I started out as a personal trainer at a popular gym in the city, and during that time I got certified in yoga and other training modalities. But after working my way to the top of the company, I decided to take a leap of faith and open up my own business. And now I wake up every day walking in my gift and positively impacting people every step of the way. It's beautiful. Push a wagon up a hill long enough and the people walking by will recognize your passion. And now my company partners with a wide range of organizations from the mayor's office to hospitals, Amazon, Lululemon, nonprofits, global brands, and our goal is to make wellness more accessible and equitable. It is a privilege to be walking in this space. And again, I wouldn't be here without GSP. After everything I've been through, if you had told me that one day I'd be invited to speak to Georgetown freshmen in this beautiful space, proudly wearing this class ring, I wouldn't have believed you. And I survived by getting back up. And I encourage anyone who's going through anything or will go through things to do the same. Just keep getting back up. But before I end my rambling about my life, I just want to give room for a call to action to everyone here today. Class of 2027, new student transfers, first and foremost, embrace curiosity. College is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about asking questions, challenging assumptions, seeking understanding, and don't be afraid to explore subjects out of your comfort zone. That's where the true growth happens. Secondly, build connections. Your peers, professors, mentors are here to help support you, engage in discussions, participate in clubs, and attend events. These interactions will not only enrich your education, but also create lifelong friendships and networking opportunities. Remember, time management is your ally. Balancing academics, extracurriculars, and personal time can be challenging. Yes, it can be, but develop strong organizational skills and prioritize tasks to avoid burnout and ensure a fulfilling college journey. Major here, failures are stepping stones, not setbacks. Don't fear making mistakes, instead learn from them. Resilience and adaptability are key traits that will serve you well both during your time here and beyond graduation. And give back to your community. Engage in volunteer work projects that contribute positively to campus life or the local community. It's bigger than us. Making a difference will not only enrich your experience, but also give you a lasting impact on the world. And lastly, very important, practice self-care. Mental and physical well-being are crucial. Seek help when needed. Prioritize healthy habits, and don't underestimate the power of a balanced lifestyle. In closing, remember that your time in college is a precious opportunity to grow, learn, and self-discover. Seize every moment. Cherish the friendships that you'll make, and dare to dream big, period. As you navigate this chapter, know that you have the unwavering support of over 2,000 fellow GSP alumni like me and the community that's around you right now. We're here with you, we're cheering you on, and we're walking with you. So with that being said, congratulations on joining this incredible journey and making every moment count. Welcome to this unforgettable chapter of your life. Peace, namaste, and love. I want y'all to walk in abundance. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate you. Before I step off, I appreciate you. That's love. Before I step off, I just want to say, as Washington, D.C.'s Lululemon ambassador, I want to give out, I'm going to be giving out a free Lululemon kit today, over $200 value. So if you need to get your wellness on, what you need to do is fill out the feedback survey, and it'll be a random served. Yeah, there it is. So definitely fill that out. Again, a free Lululemon kit. Outside of that, if you're interested in things I got going on in the world and in the community, my name is Britt Daniels. You can find me on Instagram. My website is profitfitness.life. And we got a lot of big things coming up. So with that being said, stay blessed. Peace, y'all. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.